Hello, my dear students. Let us start our new chapter, that is Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. Now, many living organisms are present in soil, water, and air around us. Some of these organisms are so small that we cannot see them with our naked eyes. We need a magnifying instrument called microscope to see these extremely small organisms. And these small organisms are known as microorganisms. So actually micro means extremely small. So therefore what is microorganisms? Those organisms which are too small to be seen without a microscope are called microorganisms. And thus a microorganisms cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Now we can classify microorganisms into two categories. Some of the microorganisms are helpful to us and some of them are harmful to us. So, who are harmful to us? The microorganisms, like certain bacteria and fungi, make our food go bad, and the microorganisms also causes diseases in humans, other animals and plants like common cold, malaria, skin infections, typhoid, tuberculosis, tetanus, cholera, chickenpox, smallpox, AIDS, etc. These are harmful for us. And some of the microorganisms are useful to us. See, they help in making food products such as curd, cheese. Microorganisms are also useful in making bread, cakes, pastries, alcohol, and medicines also called antibiotic. And see, some microorganisms also decompose the organic waste of dead plants and animals into simple substances and clean up the environment. They also help in recycling the materials like carbon and nitrogen in nature. Now we will discuss major groups of microorganisms. Now, microorganisms are classified into five major groups, and these groups are bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi, and algae. Now, see, microorganisms may be unicellular, means single celled, or multicellular, means many celled. Now, see, I have mentioned here singular of bacteria is known as bacterium. The singular of viruses is known as virus. The singular of protozoa is known as protozoan. And the singular of fungi is fungus. And the singular of algae is alga. Next we will discuss about bacteria. Bacteria are very small single-celled microorganisms which have cell walls but do not have an organized nucleus and other structures. Now bacteria are found in large numbers everywhere, in air, soil, water, every surface around us, on our body and also inside our bodies. Now bacteria are larger than virus but still very small. Bacteria can feed, move, respire as well as reproduce on their own. Now, bacteria are classified into mainly three groups basis on their shape. Spherical bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria and spiral bacteria. And two common examples of bacteria are lactobacillus bacteria and rhizobium bacteria. And some bacteria are very useful and help in making foods like curd and nitrogen fixation and decomposition of waste organic matter. On the other hand, Some bacteria causes diseases like cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, diphtheria, whooping cough, etc. Next, we will discuss about virus. Viruses are the smallest microorganisms which can develop only inside the cells of the host organisms. And viruses are much smaller than bacteria, and they do not show most of the characteristics of living things. Means viruses do not respire, feed, grow, excrete, or move on their own. They just reproduce. And viruses are able to reproduce if they enter a living cells. Means as long as viruses are outside the living cells, they behave as non-living organisms. But as soon as the viruses enter the living cells or other organisms, they start behaving as living things and by carrying out the process of reproduction. Due to this reason, viruses are said to lie on the borderline dividing the living things from non-living things. Now, viruses are the agents of diseases, and the human diseases such as common cold, influenza, measles, polio, chickenpox, and smallpox are caused by viruses. And now let us discuss some important examples of viruses. Number one, common cold virus, which causes common cold in human beings. Number two, human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV, which causes AIDS. And the full form of AIDS is acute immune deficiency syndrome. And the number three, the most important virus of our interest in now in the present situation, SARS-CoV-2, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, which causes COVID-19. Okay. Now let us discuss about protozoa. Protozoa are a group of single-celled microorganisms which are classified as animals. And protozoa are found in ponds, lakes, dirty water drains, rivers, seawater, and dam soil. And some common examples of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium, plasmodium, etc. Now, this much is for today. Thank you.